It's 2004 and you wake up on Christmas morning. You open up your first present and you find a Game Boy Advance. You throw in your favorite Game Boy game to turn it on and... That's right, your parents bought you something that you can't play in the middle of the night when you're trying to hide from your parents before you have to go to school. I personally don't have a big problem with these. I prefer actually holding it to the Game Boy Advance SP, which came after this. But the fact that it doesn't have a backlight... That's a little bit of a problem we have there, folks. It's a little bit of a problem. Now, I'm not saying that the Game Boy Advance is a failure. Of course, I'm not saying that. But that's definitely a drawback. I mean, there was beforehand the Game Boy Color. No, that didn't even have backlight either. No, the Game Boy Light actually came with a full backlight. So the fact that this Advance didn't have that was kind of turning people off. Luckily, though, they released the Game Boy Advance SP, which did have a full backlight. The only problem is, well, I do like the clamshell design, and it folds up, and of course, the backlight. It doesn't feel, to me at least, as good to hold as the original Game Boy Advance. Now you can mod your Game Boy Advance to have a backlight or even a front light, but that's expensive, especially if you're going with the backlight. And if you already own an SP, it might just be worth it to just have the SP as opposed to trying to spend money to get this thing with the backlight. Alternatively, if you have a DS Lite, you can just pop your good boy Game Boy Advance games into here, and you got yourself a backlight, and you got two screens and a something that feels actually pretty good to hold, you know what I'm saying? Of course, then the only drawback is you can't play all Game Boy games. You can only play Game Boy Advance games, as opposed where the Game Boy Advance can play every generation of Game Boy. Now, also, if you have a GameCube with a Game Boy player, you can play any Game Boy game on your GameCube, which of course has a light, and you can see it perfectly. So if you have one of that, then you don't even need to get one of these. But most likely than not, I'm sure unless you're a collector and you already have one, if you're just some random guy who's been holding on to his stuff since he was a kid, you most likely have a Game Boy or a DS that has a Game Boy slot. So you're kind of out of options. So what are you going to do at the end of the day? My opinion, just get the Game Boy Advance SP, or if you already have it, just stick with it. It plays all the Game Boy games. It has the backlight. You have the two models, the AGS-001, which is a good backlight, and then the 101, which has an even better backlight. So really, it's all up just to what you want to do. My opinion doesn't matter. I'm just saying they were so close. So close, but that's okay. Who am I, right? I'm just some guy on the internet just talking some fucking mad shit, bro. I don't even know what I'm saying. But either way, that's all I have for you today. So if you guys liked the video, go ahead and drop a like. Leave a comment down below what I should talk about next. That way I can respond to you saying how much I'm not going to talk about it. Go ahead and subscribe. We're going to be trying to push out some more content. Go check out Sal Studios. I don't know why I'm pointing over there. That is a corner. But you go ahead and check him out. You can go check out Cronklin and Zap Night and whatever else you want to. And I will see you guys later. Peace.